This is interesting. Alright, so we don't know where we left off last time. I'm pretty sure I picked a town. That stuck out, but I can't really, it's really hard to read in PSVR. San Antonio, huh? I don't know if we made it this far. Really don't know if we made it that far. We were probably around in this area. And let's see here. All right, we're gonna land right here. Let's go. Whoa. How do we switch views? This is insane. This is insane. Oh my god, brother. Okay, we need to figure out how to get our maps up. Okay, that's not... Oh, that's cool. Where's our flight board, though? Is it, where's our middle button? That's not it. Alright, we need to go into our controls quick. Alright, settings. That was absolutely insane. Alright. It's not letting me use my settings. Okay. Nope. Okay, so that's broke right now. This is going to be interesting. Because without the flight bag, we're... Bro, this is so three-dimensional. Like, I don't know if you can see... Oh god, nope, don't do that. Like, I don't know if you can see what's going on here, but we need to go south. Oh my God, brother. This is absolutely insane. Alright, so I feel like I need to reset my camera so that it's more like that. Oh, now we've done it. Yeah, it doesn't let me do anything here. There's just back, no select. That's insane. Why am I feeling a breeze next to me? Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, I crashed. How do I fix that? Yeah, this is different. Elevator trim, flaps, rudder trim. This is definitely different. We don't want that. We need our flight bag. Where's our flight bag? Be scared. Be very afraid. Alright, so I don't know if I'm going to be using these handsets because I don't know the buttons, really. And that's going to really screw things up for me. So, that being said, let's pause it quick. Let's look at our environment. We will set these down and we're going to go back to the normal handset and see if we can't go from there. Okay. There we go. This is insane. Brother. And just because I know the controls with this, this is insane. And honestly, let's go to settings. HUD. There we go. Resume. This is crazy. It is very hard to read things, but the actual three-dimensional, like, this is crazy, bro. That looks like water down there. And the 3 dimensions are not overly, like, they're not super nauseating. This is insane. So if I wanted the realism of flying the plane, that'd be cool. But what we're really looking for is we're just being a tourist, man. And now, no, that's not it. This one? Aha! Aha! That's, bro, that's super cool. All right. Super cool. Yep, and all the buttons are the same. So I'm just gonna stick with this for now. And like, look at this. This is cool too because it actually makes us feel like we're in a plane. And like I don't gotta worry about none of the That's super cool, man. Like for VR games, I would definitely not be playing it any other way. Honestly, this is unmatched. Like, look, everything. I could like stand up and turn around in the cockpit and look at the entire inside of the plane. I don't know how to interact with the controls with the VR headset besides picking up the other ones and doing that. But a lot of the things I already have memorized for the buttons, so. But this is sick. Unfortunately, the free camera roam isn't VR. This is sick. So we're on our South American tour right now, and we're doing a little bit of South American exploration. So yeah, if you want to feel like you're really flying a plane, this is definitely it. I would recommend the controller versus the VR handsets, but the VR handsets are definitely going to help getting into the controls, which I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Let's go to the settings and see if I can actually get into the controls. There is a, where is it? Flight interface, I think, again. In free look, there we go. I think that's going to help, maybe. Let's see what we got. Nope. Nope. I have so many questions. I have so many questions, like, what's running around going to be like? This is absolutely insane. Like when I go to this mode, it feels like I'm in a projector screen, kinda. It's got a little bit of that chromatic aberrations around things, which kind of makes it feel a little old school TV like. And you're not really gonna see that on stream. But sick, man. Like, as far as tourism goes, this is amazing. Like, if you haven't seen the world, like, I remember when Google Earth came out, and I was like, bro, I can see the whole world. And, like, I was in Google Earth long enough to realize that maybe the Navy wasn't going to be a bad thing for me.
Yo, bro, I just came across your stream and dropped a follow before heading out. I respect the hustle. I actually know a big Twitch
You're gonna roll, yeah, you're gonna roll through with your homies? Sweet. Let's go ahead and ban you. This is sick. Ah! Like, a little bit of practice, and I could definitely be getting into this. And I don't know what it looks like on stream, but holy cow. This is amazing. Like the colors, the 3 dimensions. Sick. And like it's the whole thing, like I can look, whoa, my god. That was close. It's the whole thing, man. And like if you're looking for the realism of being a pilot, well, you got it. And anytime you want to reset the... Oh, I did it now. Okay, so we need to go to controls. And we need to go to these. And what we need to do... Oh, they just turned off. So we won't worry about that for now, I guess. But at some point in the future... Ah. Oh, okay. Okay, it recentered. So there's some things that are still kind of weird. Makes it so that my neck doesn't hurt so bad when I'm looking over my shoulder. That centers it. All right. This is awesome. Even in here, like I can manage this, because like the looking around was kind of the big thing. Is like if you can't look around, you can't really be a tourist, right? But now we're a tourist. This is awesome. Interacting with the controls inside are going to be a little tough without the PSVR handsets. So what we need to do before next session is figure out how to pull this up. Once we figure out how to pull that up, I think we'll be good. And like the positions are all over the place now. So like, oh hey, there it is. Alright, now that we know how to pull that up, now we're good. Now we're good. But what we really want can we move this around? Oh. Oh. Okay. No. That's cool. This is going to take a little bit of learning. And we are definitely flying away. Okay, we just screwed up there. Oh! We're doing acrobatics. We're at about 1,000 feet. This is insane. Absolutely insane. But I do like this view better still. I can still pull that up. And that's like absolutely 3D. So crazy. So crazy. Ah. I gotta get used to the plane. I'm like, oh, we're flying, bro. I can hear that wind. Oh, okay. That's where the water is. I couldn't see the water at all. So this is gonna be interesting, trying to land. We got some cloud cover coming in. Yeah, I couldn't see the water at all. So that was kind of interesting. Like, the water definitely has a different look to it in VR than it does in non-VR. It's pretty crazy. Got a little bit of cloud cover. The cockpit is making actual noises. Like, it's very, I don't know how to describe it. Okay, the flap, oh, there we go. It does work. Okay, only an external view though. Interesting. Okay, we got our cities back. That's sick. We see any boats? Nothing yet. Yeah, this is like, this is as great as when Google Earth first came out. I wish they would kind of lay back on the AI buildings. Honestly, detail that's not accurate to real life shouldn't be in the game. That's just how I feel about it. So if you're making a three-dimensional building just for the sake of making a three-dimensional building, remove it. That doesn't need to be there. It has to be accurate to real life. And I think they kind of took the lazy AI way out, which kind of stalled things. This is insane. Like, it's pushing the graphics to the utmost limit. Looks like a little racetrack. I think we were here last session. I think we did pass this part, but this is cool to see it. Like, this view right here is amazing because, like, when you go above the plane like that, you can look up. And so, like, I don't know how that's translating to stream, but when you go above the plane, you can just look forward and you can see where you're going. That's pretty cool. And like even right here, you can just look up and look around and, you know, go side to side. It's crazy. The VR doesn't get me nauseous. What gets me nauseous is playing on the cinematic screen. The cinematic screen gets me really nauseous. The VR screen does not. I wish that you could play on the VR, like, it wouldn't even have to be 3D, just amplify the screen up to the point where it doesn't move, you know? Like, the screen is supposed to be like 1080, I don't know. It's like 2000 by 2000 for each eye. And I wish that they would just, you know, make it a monitor that doesn't move when you move your head. It's like that's the part that gets me nauseous. I'm used to playing on a screen that doesn't move. And so between a combination of moving my eyes and moving my head, that's how that's how you play video games on a screen, right? Well, in the VR headset, when you move your head, the screen moves. I guess it's hard to describe it, but I don't like it. And in Destiny, it was very, like, explosions make the air ripple and stuff, and that was making me real nauseous. This is pretty tight. Frame rates are kind of but I'm also running it at max everything, so. As high as the PlayStation will support anyways. But this is sick, man. You can see it's kind of doing some little loading things. And like with the VR headset, you are going to see everything. Like, it's very highly scrutinous of your environment. But I mean, honestly, I'm surprised it runs this good. Being able to fly across the whole Earth. What? Like, what's going on with that highway interchange there? That's crazy. And it is very hard to read. Like Lakias? I don't know. This is crazy, man. Like, we're flying, bro. I think this is about as close to actual flying as you can get. No, how did I do that? There we go. Yeah, so it doesn't turn on until you put this on, and then it turns on. And that's cool, man. Like, I can make it go all the way down here. Dig in the ashtray. Fire extinguisher. That's crazy. But yeah, this is about as close to flying as you're gonna get, for sure. Absolutely sick. So we're on our South American tour. I should probably set an alarm before I forget, because at this rate I'm going to forget. I've got a class at 1 o'clock. Let's go up. Let's see if we can get above this mountain. Easy. And we are definitely going to explore the world, man. Like, Tuesdays is going to be my Central and South America tour. And then we're going to come back at least one other day a week to take a look at, maybe Fridays we'll chill out until the crew gets on. This is sick, man. And you can see my knob right there just pulled out and pushed back in. Like, some of the stuff I have memorized, so it's good to have some of that stuff memorized. This is sick, though. Alright. No, we need to... We need to center this screen like that. So, alright, centering the screen requires you to go into that menu. But yeah, it got a little off when I started looking around a little bit. But this is insane, bro. This is absolutely insane. Like, the tracking on the headset is so good that, like, yeah, it's so good. Like, I'm sticking my head out the window. Like, this is so good. And, like, if I had a fan turn on when I stick my head out the window, it'd be even more realistic. That's super sick. Can I stand up? Let's see if I can stand up. Oh. 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 I've got a sunroof. That's pretty sweet. Oh. Oh, wait a second. I don't know if... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why my sun visor's flaring up now. Maybe it's supposed to use some sort of visual thing. I don't know. No. But we can push these out now. That's so sick. Dude, this is absolutely kind of sick. No, not that one. There we go. Sun visor. Yeah, this is sick. And like if I want to look at the controls, we got our lights, taxi lights, landing lights. That's sick. Oh, nope. Nope. What is that? I don't know what that is. Whoa. We did something. I don't know what we did, but we did something. Okay. I don't know what that was, but we don't want to do that ever again. That took away my controls. Yeah, this is... I don't think that there's anything that parallels this, honestly. If you're trying to fly a plane, this is the way. And it definitely is more acceptable to be in the cockpit with VR. Without VR, being in the cockpit, I felt like I was really constrained. Right. So yeah, if you push the thing on too much, you get like a little blue edge on the screen. Not a fan. So I click it out one click. So this is sick. This is super sick. Like, it's indescribable, honestly, indescribable. Like the buttons and the knobs and everything here look completely three-dimensional. Everything, like I wish that they did keep my... Here, let's check something out here. Settings, pilot visibility. I want my pilot to be visible at all times. Camera. Pilot visibility. No. Light interface. Oh, it's got airflow visualizations now. HUD. Lock. Oh, what did I do? I did something. What is this? They have a beta allowance now. So they have a beta allowance. Huh. Interesting. I wonder what the beta is. Alright, we got VR. Option menu I just noticed. Oh. Should be able to use everything on medium. Just like the other game. I guess everything is low. Alright, this should make a huge difference. VR mode. Oh, here we go. Horizontal, depth, VR flight interface. Okay, so that's... Okay, we'll get into that a little bit later. I am excited to see what this looks like now that I've updated everything. It's probably going to be a little bit janky compared to what it was, but it's also going to look way, way better. I can already tell it looks... It's placebo, but it looks better. Damn it, it's better. Yeah, it definitely looks way better. The aliasing on the edges of the plane is a lot less than it was. So we're going to notice loading a little bit more, and you can see that the environment is kind of janking a little bit. But I mean, we're in it for the visuals, man. I still want to see my pilot. This thing is a fucking beast, bro. We're flying now. This is awesome. Stop looking at me. So yeah, I think having the pilot would be a good change. Why is it returning to center? Oh, that's horrible. Okay, we need to fix that. That's horrible. That's the setting that I changed. Flight interface. Oh, hey. Show marine traffic nameplates, show air traffic nameplates. That's why it wasn't showing the nameplates before. I don't know why I turned that off. Was it flight model? No, camera. Something got adjusted in the camera. Hold. I don't know what it got adjusted in the camera, but that's annoying. External. POV reset. No, we want that on manual. I don't know why it ever switched. But, there we go. Yeah, I don't know why it ever switched. This is so three-dimensional. It's insane. And like you can use the shadow to gauge how high off the ground you are. This is pretty insane. Still a little chromatic aberrations on the plane. But this is insane. We got some windmills. There you have it. Calado el sauce. Calado el sauce. Don't hit the windmills. This is insane. I think the thing with this is you have to really hydrate because you spend a lot of time blinking and your eyes are like in disbelief and your body's in disbelief, and I think hydration really helps this. So here, let's go like this. I don't know if the game pauses while I do this, but we are going to open a soda. We're going to keep our caffeination up a little bit, get some water. Okay, it does pause it. That's good. This is insane. Can we make it? Of course we can. This is Cessna 185. This thing is way more powerful than it weighs. It's a great plane. Look at this. Like, so good. This is so good. Like the lighting, the atmosphere, the wind noises. It's so good. I can't wait to play some of the other planes, like the aerobatic planes. That shit's gonna be so fun. We're gonna definitely do some river running on probably Fridays. This is absolutely insane. Now, with this, you can look down at the water, and the water doesn't have the ripples on it, but it might just be a still day. The water doesn't have the ripples on it like it does when you're in non-VR. So it's really hard to tell where the water is in VR. And I don't know if that's translating to real life or not. I don't know. But even being a barren landscape, this is really interesting. Like, I'm looking for animals. I got my binoculars, I'm looking for animals. This is a rush, man. And like, with the trick planes, when you get down close to the water, this is gonna be sick. Like, you can almost see the horseshoe crabs crawling on the beach. Like, that's crazy. Nice little town right here. Look at that. Wild West. This is sick. This is absolutely sick. Whoa. Like, you know, if you're looking for the actual plane experience, it's here. I just can't see my shadow. There it is. So it's hard to tell how... Oh my god. We're so close to the ground right now. Let's get a little closer. Sick. Sick. I told the wife, I'm like, man, you're gonna see me, you're gonna hear me saying sick like all afternoon. Sick. Like, the cliffs are kind of transforming as you're coming up on them. That's kind of crazy. Like, I think that the game needs a little bit of help on like perspective, because like I can like shimmy side to side like this, which co-pilot's just like, this fucking guy. Way. But this is insane. Oh, I'm sorry, man. This is absolutely crazy. Like, it's got a little bit of stuttering, but I'm pretty sure that that's about as good as we're gonna get until we get a PS5 Pro. And like, on PC, how janky do you think this is on PC? This is insane, man. Absolutely crazy. Alright, I think we're ready. Let's do our first glide down. We're gonna do our first glide down. We got our little rudders down. We're just gliding under the weight of our own plane. This is nice, brother. That is super nice. That's a really nice feel. Look at that, my first landing in VR. And the reason why is because I don't know. It was just easier to tell where I was according to the shadow. Now in the dark, it might be a little bit janky. That was insane. And what I want to know is what's it like to walk around in VR? So we're gonna get snagged up on the beach here. There we go. Snagged. We'll leave the plane running. Oh my god, brother. Oh, this is insane. It's so three-dimensional. And there's bird noises? What? That's crazy. There's like, brother, it's so crazy. My guy is also steering with my head. Look. Wherever I'm looking, he's steering towards. And like I can steer the other way, but if I look around, he goes side to side. If I point straight up, if I go this way, he goes this way. This is insane. And I don't even know what this looks like on stream. I have no idea. I just know that in real life, we're about to explore a town. And like you can see rocks and shit. Like there's a little jank to it. But I mean, brother. We're rendering it in 4K 3D. Like I can literally look around behind me. Like everything is rendered. That is so crazy. So we're hoofing it up to this town. My jumpsuit might be drying out by now. Getting a nice little run in. Needs a jump button. It has a crouch button. Needs a jump button. Need emotes. The whole deal. I know. It's rough, bro. It's rough. Us gamers are so demanding. But yeah, if I go this way, he runs that way. If I go this way, he runs that way. It's crazy. I can't wait to see some other games in VR, honestly. Can you imagine being in the Amazon jungle? What kind of noises they're gonna have there? Like, shit's so crazy. The view does not self-reset in this view, so that's kind of crazy. There's a flashlight you can turn on and off with some button. I can't remember if it's like... Uh-oh. Hold on a second. And I gotta set my alarm for... This is crazy because I'm pushing on my screen with... I'm watching my screen through a camera. Okay, so 12:50. I can't read the screen well enough. About 12:50 p.m. I gotta go to my class. Alright. Sorry about that. Back at it. Let's go. Actually, hold on. I'm interested to see if FreeCam allows me... No, it doesn't. No VR. No VR for you. Damn. This is insane, though. The three-dimensional... running around... in some random Mexican town. There's bird noises, but I really don't think there's going to be a lot of birds here. Alright, back to the plane. Let's lift up our rudders. Fire up the... Fire up the motors. No flap takeoff? Yes, sir. This is absolutely insane. So I just checked out that little town back there. It's pretty crazy. There's my landing gear. Those are the chintziest looking landing gear I ever did see. Like, you're not landing on anything but the finest of pavement with them things. What are those, skateboard wheels? So bad. Nope, we got a waterplane, bruh. The sounds are just insane, too. It's so good. And like, I can look the way the plane is going. Sideways. I can look at the plane. You know, I can look down while the plane's flying above. Oh, this is super nice, man. Should we crash into a mountain and see what happens? Nah, I don't think we're going to. But this is pretty crazy, man. This is super crazy. Cause like we can pretend like we're parasailing behind the plane. Wee. Wee. I'm just trying to get myself to my stomach at this point. I do like this overhead view though, because I can look up to see where I'm going and I can look down. And it always puts the EFB on the plane. That's cool. Let's see if I can grab my soda in the dark. Alright, because my soda is not shown on the screen. This is super good. Says it's still streaming. It's crazy. Way. That was a lot of speed we just got there. This is insane. I mean, right now we're in kind of an area that's desolate, to say the least. So if we were in an area that was a little bit more, you know, visually attractive, that'd be great. Okay. Cliff diving. Whoa, don't do that. And like I was kind of looking towards getting this on PC, but brother, if it doesn't support this level of VR, and like it's expensive to support even this level of VR on PC, I'd probably need a new video card. I'd have to buy the game over again. I'd have to get the adapter. Like there's just, oh my god. There's just all sorts of things I'd have to do to get this level of VR on PC. And, nah. It's kind of disappointing how expensive the planes are as well. They did open the marketplace and a few planes got released. And, they're like $20 to $50, man. That's like, brother. You see, when I spend $50 on a scale model, I get something that's real, that'll never be discontinued in the future. You see, when you're talking about live service games, you know that money is going to be wasted when they discontinue the live service on the game, right? So that being said, I'm just very hesitant to pour money into a live service game like that, because every dollar you spend is more dollars towards the fact that the game is going to be discontinued at some point and that money goes away. So if you got money to burn, that's cool. But like, you know, with a 1/8 scale model of a plane, when I buy that, it never gets discontinued. You know? Like, you're always going to have that plane until you break it. And so I don't know, man. If you got money to burn, cool. If you don't, I'd buy the real scale model plane and go fly that somewhere and enjoy the shit out of it. But that being said, I did get the aviator mode, so I do have a lot of planes. And I haven't really seen if there's a way to get the currency without paying for it with real money. Maybe there is. Maybe I just got to do career mode and some of the little side things to earn the currencies. But, you know, and that'll probably keep me playing the game after a while, because after a while I'm going to run out of ideas. Like, what am I doing now? I'm already done with the entire coast of South America. Dude, those windmills are absolutely three-dimensional. It's crazy. Like, that's crazy how three-dimensional the windmills are. And like, it definitely is improving my vision outside of the headset. I've noticed when I take the headset off, my vision is spectacular. It's a little tired at first, but like both my eyes are tracking way better. Because when you're looking at a flat screen, like, your eyes just get kind of lazy. Because when you look off into the distance, your eyes are supposed to stay narrowed, I guess, but they widen out a little bit. It's hard to describe what happens when you look into the distance, but your eyes still do that when you're looking on a flat screen. And it actually makes your vision kind of not great. Where with this, when I look into the distance, my eyes actually have to align as if I'm actually looking at something in the distance. And like, the better that my eyes align with each other, the more that they're focusing. Which I think the VR headset is, in a way, undoing some of the damage that's been caused by watching flat screens. I don't even know if that makes sense what I'm saying, but it makes sense to me. It's like, this is crazy, man. This is... it's indescribable. At some point in the future, I'm going to start simul streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. I'm going to do 720p 60, so that way we get the frame rate. That way people can watch on their cell phones without too much lag, because I know 1080p, if you're in the country on your cell phone, 1080p is not going to be great. So you got to think about the viewer experience, and some viewers, they're viewing on their high-end computer on a big-ass screen, and they're going to complain about 720. But you're effectively cutting off a lot of cell phone viewers if you stream at anything higher than 720. And especially for non-affiliates. And viewers, some viewers aren't the most technically gifted people, so they're just going to watch at whatever it does, and if they're lagging, they're going to move on. You know? So as a streamer, you got to think about that as like, if you want more viewers, you need to make your stream accessible to more people. And there are a vast majority of people that the only time they have to watch streams are when they're on their cell phone, at a bus stop, or wherever else. So they're on cell service. And when you come to grips with the fact that that one dude that's complaining on his PC probably wasn't going to be a good viewer anyways, you know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of things about streaming and advertising in general that you got to think about stuff a little differently. Because at face value, it sounds like, oh, I should be streaming at 1080p. You know? But, or the best that I can stream at. I should stream at 4K. Well, the reality is, people on their cell phones at a bus stop in the United States, you probably don't have free Wi-Fi at the bus stop or on the train or waiting for whatever, or sitting at Chipotle or wherever you're going to be viewing. You got to think about the viewer experience. Where do people primarily view? You know, like me, I'm primarily at home, but a lot of people, they might be viewing, you know, wherever. I might be at an open house viewing somebody, and then I got to tell them, hey man, your stream is way too laggy for me to be watching out here in the country. And, you know, this is insane, bro. These trees, although sparse, are insane. Water does have a little ripple on it now. This is great. This is absolutely great. I'm flying. And I mean, with the flight simulator, they could do so many things. They could have an Iron Man plane. They could have a fucking Superman plane, you know, or you could be Superman and just fly. And you know, they'd have to work out some sort of landing sequence so that you'd like slowly but surely like hover down and run yourself to a stop. Well, there is so much they could do with this game. So much. I did turn photogrammetry off. It seemed like it lagged the game and it didn't change anything. So I don't know what the deal was with that, but when I turned it off, it lessened the lag and didn't change anything. So, like, the POIs are still in there. And the POIs are the ones that, you know, are in high def and specifically placed with purpose. Like, the pyramids are a POI. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. I was prepared for it, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew it was going to be three-dimensional, but like totally different experience than Gran Turismo. You know, Gran Turismo is very cockpit-centric, very driver-focused, where I was afraid this was going to be stuck here, and I really wasn't feeling that. But I mean, it's not bad here. You know, it's not bad here. It's just I'm more into the tourism aspect than the simulator aspect. So if you're coming here to talk about, you know, commercial airlines, I'm not the guy, man. Not this guy. I'm here to explore the world and see things that, like, you know, can't afford to see, or you'd get shot trying to see it, you know? And this is just stunning. I can't imagine where games are going to go in the future, because eventually you're going to have to set aside a whole room to be playing games, because you're going to be running around in the environment and grabbing stuff, and like, it's going to be absolutely insane. And like, you won't be able to allow your cats into the room because they'll flop out in a corner somewhere and you're going to trample them. But this is insane. To go in my lifetime from like ColecoVision, green screens, handheld football games to this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. it does take a while to get locked into the headset, and then once you're locked into the headset, when you take the headset off, oof, it's like ripping your brain out. Well, this is pretty crazy. I do have some plans for the future of my channel. Typically Tuesdays, I'm not going to be on until later. Most days I probably won't be on until later. But today, I figured I got a class this afternoon, so I'll have a little fun in the morning. I might be on again this afternoon. I don't know. We'll see. I am extremely afraid to fly in the dark now or play any game that's dark and scary because, bro, I'm not trying to get killed. I'm not trying to get killed in this headset. Like, Destiny was kind of high pressure. This is awesome. And like your brain starts playing tricks with you. Like, I don't know how to describe it. But like, you know, when you're drinking alcohol excessively and you say, "Oh, I'm not that drunk." Uh-huh. And like, I actually, when I look at my shadow, I can see the plane popping out in 3 dimensions out of the corner of my eyes. Like, we are real close to the water. We were. Like, this is awesome, because we could take one of the tricking planes, like the S1S, take that thing out and just go ham with it. Like river runs, oh my gosh, bro. River runs are gonna be so insane. Maybe tonight we'll get back on and look for that blockade outside of Gaza. See what it is. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. It's like those little, you know, the viewfinder that you get that has the little discs that you put into it, only it's full motion video. And like, when I was a kid, those viewfinders were like, holy shit, it's so 3-dimensional. And then there'd be objects in one eye that weren't in the other eye and vice versa, and it's like, oh my god, it's so good. And then you flip the switch and it shows you another scene, and it's like, this is like a full video version of that in a video game. And like, I don't even know, like, it's indescribable. You've either seen it or you haven't. And like, there's no way to describe it. It's like I'm really chasing a plane. And if I go like this, I'm like really next to a plane. If I go like this, it's like off my ear over here. It's crazy. Oh, shit is... This is so crazy, bro. That's good. It's good. I was unprepared. You're not prepared. And PSVR is relatively new, so it's only getting better. Like, when it sinks in that this is the worst it's ever gonna be, it's crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. Let's go swoop past a town here. Let's go. What town is this? Los Velos. They got a little soccer field right there. Oh God. I did bad things. I don't know what that is. And there's all sorts of dirt roads out here. People just making their own way through the dirt. Let's go ahead and swoop. 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 I do kind of wish that they would give you behind view in Gran Turismo for VR. Because I do like driving behind things and actually soaking the scenery in. Kind of relaxes me. Where this, you know, now I gotta look at my gauging. That bar in my face is so three-dimensional. Like, the cockpit is so three-dimensional. It's crazy. Like, I'll probably crash if I don't raise up there. I was a little bit harsh on the pullback. But you can see when you're flying down by the ground that the road is definitely janky. But this is the way I like playing the game, is like way down by the surface here. And it's not really optimized for this, but there are areas like the river canyons and stuff. They're so good. Like, I got my co-pilot. Like, this is insane, bro. Absolutely insane. Like I was saying, I wish that it would show my hands and my legs. Be a little bit more immersive. There's an option somewhere how to show my pilot. And maybe it's just not showing it because of the view. Would be like aliasing or like clipping inside and outside of the actor. This is absolutely crazy. And the way the sun is interacting with the plane. It's so immersive. I don't think I can play games any differently than this. Like, this is a level that I don't want to go backtrack from. I almost hit my wing on the ground there. See the road here? It's kind of janktastic. Should we go to that mountain? Let's go to the mountain. What mountain even is that? I don't even know. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. There's a whole mountain range over there. Whoa. Oh, what's going on? You know what? I got a question about something that I want to answer. They said they fixed some things under the bridges, and I want to see if they actually did. I can't make it. Alright, we're flying too fast to make that. I want to fly under that bridge and see if they fixed it. Because it used to be you'd either collide with the bridge, you would warp onto the top of the bridge, or it would do some sort of a graphical thing where the camera would like snap through the bridge. And I want to see if that's fixed. Come on. Come on. Let's go. There we go. Now we got it. Alright. Here we go. We could crash right now. Let's see what happened. Oh, we can fly under bridges now. Sweet. Because you couldn't do that before on PlayStation. So that's sweet. This is so good. There's a reason why VR headsets are sold out everywhere. Like, this really makes me want to see if Resident Evil, there's 3 versions out, and I think Village was free on PlayStation Plus. So we could probably go download Resident Evil Village right now and go rip some zombies up. A little late, a little old, but, you know, how many people actually played it in VR? This is absolutely insane. I am so glad I got this game. And what happens is when you switch your video like this, when you look around like this, it has a optimization that only renders certain things in your field of view. So if you have a lot of boats, like real life boats, or you have a lot of building, or trees, they de-render. But in VR, it looks like they don't. It's just rendering everything that is capable of being turned on, which in heavily forested areas is going to be insane. It's probably going to be pretty janky. So it's like it's loading all this stuff that's out of view, because there's a chance that with VR I could just look over at it. And so it breaks immersion when that stuff despawns, and when you're joystick looking in normal, you know, television mode or whatever, it despawns stuff out of the view window. I know it does, because when you joystick back over, it's like things are appearing out of thin air, where it doesn't do that with the VR headset. So there are a lot of improvements that they made, but it makes the overall game a little jankified now. So, you know, tick for tat. The thing about this too is I don't know if it's using the Sony PlayStation GPU to do this, because you're plugged into a USB. So it could just be processing and then using the VR to GPU. I don't know. I have no idea how the architecture works, but I know that the GPU would be struggling at 4K with 2 eyes, where this is, you know, I think I'm just seeing my net code, honestly. I'm just seeing when it's loading things in. I don't think the game is janky. I think the network which PlayStation Network has always been a problem. But man, this is going to be insane, and some, like, this is a pretty desolate area, and it still looks hella good. I think after I get done with class, we're going to go have some fun somewhere, like maybe go to the Amazon or something with the S1S and really get into, you know, doing some flying. Like I was saying, I didn't get this game for the actual cockpit experience. That's not what appealed this game to me at all. What appealed this game to me was the tourism aspect of it and the camping aspect, like where you can cosplay and you can go on camping trips with people. I saw that. I saw people doing that, and I was like, that's fucking cool, dude. Because like you could plan out like a weekend where everybody gets together and goes camping, and then, you know, have a full day of flying and sit by the campfire and tell ghost stories or whatever. And like that could translate into something that you really do eventually. You know, like you go drive around and pick everybody up and you make it a road trip instead of a plane trip. I don't know, that shit, that appeals to me. You know, the tourism aspect of this game really appeals to me. And like when I got out of the military, I was like, I've seen the world, I don't want to travel. But when I changed over to realty, I realized I've got a lot of time. And like, you know, exploring things, especially in my local areas, it's kind of appealing. Something to do. Whoa. Gotta watch that altimeter, man. It'll get you. And like with VR, I don't even think it'd be hard to stay below 100 feet, like doing anything. Like this isn't hard to fly this plane at all. It's pretty easy, actually. Like look at that mist over there. You can see like there's clouds in the mountains. Like let's go over there. I wanna get into some clouds. Fuck this. Let's explore some shit, man. We don't have to make it all about just traveling the coast and, you know, doing that. Like we're on a South American fucking adventure. You know, we want to look for the POIs. Whoa. I just saw that. That was an electric line. There's electric lines somewhere around here. Those are really, really hard to see. Okay, where are they? Okay, I see them now. Yeah, those are real hard to see. You gotta watch out for them electric lines right there. Those things will get you. Like, this is insane, man. Like, you want to go full-blown fucking tourist mode, get the plane out of the way, and just stick your head down here. Look at this. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We're getting kind of janky. It's loading in some buildings and stuff. This is good, man. Because, like, it tracks where my head is turning, like, seamlessly. There's no lag there or nothing, man. And I think what I need to do is I need to throttle at about 40 megs. Let's go ahead and do that. That might be why I'm getting the jankiness in the first place. It's because I'm streaming and trying to do this. So let's go to online. Online. And let's see if this fixes the jankiness. Right. Data warning. Okay, so we're at 100. I don't think PlayStation has a upload of 100. So let's take it to 40. Just to be sure. And I mean, it does go down to 20. But we'll take it to 40. Actually, let's set it all the way down to 10. And let's see what happens. Because this is how you learn, right? Because if you're banging off the limit, that's when you're going to see the jankiness. And by limit, I mean your network limit. It'll actually, like, stop trying to load because you've, like, bounced off your limit. So I feel like that actually improved it. I feel like that improved it a lot. So what's the downside of having a small limit like that? We don't even know. These trees right here are so three-dimensional. My brother, so three-dimensional. Let's go drag me. Let's take a walk in the woods. Come and see the woods. Let's drag myself down through the woods. That's so good. I'm getting whacked by three-dimensional trees. It's so good. Ah! Getting a little too low. Oh god. This is so good. Like, you can see the plane up there. We're just hanging down here in our little fucking Cirque du Soleil swing. That's so good. It's so funny. Alright. We're gonna head back out to sea. We weren't able to get to the clouds, so I don't know if the clouds are a background that we just never hit, or what the deal is, but you can see there's clouds. And part of this game is the environment, so I want to fly through some clouds, man. I want to see what the clouds look like. You know what I'm saying? The clouds gotta look hella good, too. But if it came to me actually flying a plane, I don't think that this plane would be good. I mean, it's not a bad plane. It's just the experience of being out in nature really isn't here for this plane. Like, I want something that, like, I can stick my head out and, like, look under the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want something a little bit more personal with the environment, and this ain't it. So I'm guessing bush planes with amphibious floaters are probably going to be my thing. And I don't want to go much past 100 miles an hour. Like right now we're doing 180. That's kind of deadly speed. If you get hit by anything, like if a bird flies across you and you hit it, you're kind of dead. Yeah, that's a hard hit. Even 60 miles an hour is going to be pretty crazy. But I'm thinking that there's a plane that I want that has an open cockpit. Something that's a little more open than this, I guess. Something that you still feel like you're hanging, but I want to be able to see the ground through the bottom of the plane. And maybe a little bit more see-through. This is awesome. This environment is awesome. But you can see, like, since I switched it to the 10, it seemed like the hiccuping doesn't last as long because we're not bouncing off of the net speed of PlayStation. Remember, you got to stay within the net speed of PlayStation. Okay, we're getting into some crazy stuff now. What even is going on? Are we... I can smell wildfires. Can you smell the wildfires? It's like really, really wildfiery. Ah, my house is burning. What the hell? Alright, I'm kind of scared here. That is a big ridge. All right, what do we got here? I have no idea what direction is up or down or anything right now. I'm just kind of following the terrain as it's going up and down. We got up into the mountains a little bit. This is insane. Is it raining? No. It's not raining. Sick. Let's go barnstorming. Whoa. No animals yet. That's crazy. Oh god. There was an electric tower. We almost crashed. They're hard to see when you're not in VR. They're really hard to see when you're in VR. And we are getting down towards... We're getting there. Slowly but surely. We're getting to the southernmost tip of South America. We're still probably a couple days flight away. There's another electric tower. It's on this line right here is the electric towers. This fog is insane. I can't see shit. There's another electric tower. We got to get back out to the water. Hopefully it'll clear up. Remember, in South America, they're getting into winter. That takes people a long time to figure out and remember. Is Australia, it's going into winter right now. The southern hemisphere of the planet is opposite seasons to the northern hemisphere. So, it takes a while to wrap your head around that. But like when we were in Africa over the summer of 2011, it was winter. Now Africa doesn't really get that harsh of a winter, but still it was like, you know, why is the weather being crazy? Like it felt like spring / winter while we were there. This visibility is so bad. Like, look at this. So bad. Dangerous as fuck. Dangerous as fuck. I can't see shit. We need to keep going towards the coast. We got to get out of this. This is insane. Some sort of weird ass sandstorm. / maybe wildfires, I don't know. Because it's their winter, so I don't think it's wildfires. I don't know what it is. This wind is kind of crazy too. We got to get out to this coast. That way we don't got shit popping up on us unexpectedly in the fog. Alright, I think we're on the coast. I see water. Uh-oh, I don't see water. Uh-oh. It's land again. And it's crazy how dark it is here. Oh god, there's high-rise buildings. Yeah, we're in trouble. Okay, that was water. I think we're over water now. Can't see, so I wouldn't know. Oh god. We almost hit the water. Oh god. This is some shit. This is some shit, bro. I can't see shit. Yeah, we need to stay up. It's just that. This got serious real quick. I can't, like, can you imagine? No, like if you had no visual anything, you're just relying on your instruments. And like if we didn't have any visual anything, we wouldn't know where to go. Oh, my shit crashed. I don't know what that is. Yeah, my GPS thing absolutely crashed. Okay. That's insane. We're gonna go back to online. I don't know whether that made a difference or not. Voice chat's off. We just wanna... We'll try unlimited. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we crash. This is scary, bro. Like, I don't know how tall this fucking city is. And like in real life, you wouldn't even have that. You'd be like, damn, maybe we shouldn't have gone flying today. Okay, we need to set the trim a little down. You can see the thing moving right there. Oh God! Oh God! Holy shit! We almost died. That town is super tall. Brother, this is not fun at all. This got real serious real quick. I can't see shit. Why are we dying? No, 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 no. Keep going up. We need to stay up here. Okay, we're trying to level out, because that was kind of insane. This is insane, like there is nothing to see. But I am actually getting a good feel for using the gauging. Alright, we're going straight south now. Well, not quite, but... yeah, this thing... I haven't used that thing hardly at all. Alright, we're at about 1,500. We don't want to go inland, so we want to go a little bit farther that way. This fog is killing it, man. Like, let's see. The cloud. Live weather. Like, we want to leave it live weather, because that kind of keeps the realism, but, brother. I have no idea where the land is right now. I have no idea. Yeah, we got up into that mountain range for a little minute there. So at any moment we could crash. I have no idea. And it is super cloudy. And that's just crazy. When I look down, I expect to see my controller, and I don't even see my legs. Whoa, what was that? No. No. All right. Okay, so there's something that I want to fix here, and that's this time. Route, performance, flight details, payload, nav log, charts. Okay. Okay. I think that we're... Whoa, what's going on here? We're spinning. We're spinning. I'm so scared right now. I'm sure if I crash that the headset's gonna shake. Oh! Why? I think that, yeah, I think we almost died just there. The controller was rumbling. We want to stay at 2,000 feet, just in case. Okay, I can kind of see through the clouds right here. Sorta. And like, we should probably just stay above the clouds. We're gonna trim up a little bit. Trim up just a little bit. Okay, I think we're breaking free of the clouds. Maybe. I can't really tell. Yeah, without the... Okay, we gotta go back over that way. Without the waypoints, like those little pinpoints, like this is like, I'm lost. I'd be lost. Like those pinpoints are the only way you can really tell what's going on. We're at 2,000 feet. We'll kind of take it down. Take it down to 1,000. See how we're looking. Still don't see anything. We definitely don't want to get in towards land too far, because then we'll be dealing with the mountains again. These clouds are fucking everything up, man. There we go. I'm gonna grab a drink of my soda quick. Seeing the clock in the cockpit, I don't even know if that's right. Says it's getting on 1 o'clock. I don't think that's right. Maybe noon. Let's take a look. Yeah, noon. We're at noon. This is pretty crazy, man. We've been flying our ass off. And there's still going to be some coast that's undiscovered because of the cloud coverage. Let's go take a look at our gauges here. It's actually foggy in the cabin right now. A little bit. It's pretty insane. So we're gonna go like 23 degrees-ish. No, that's like 21.9 degrees. We're gonna get down to 1,000 feet again. Just see how we're doing. Because the air gets thicker the lower that you go, you get more lift. And as you're going lower, you also gain speed. And speed also creates more lift. But yeah, we don't want to go much below 1,000. This is crazy. I feel like I can stick my foot out and stand on that. That's absolutely insane. Like, it really messes with your brain. I love it. The HUD on this, I'm not a fan of. Well, the cloud cover's coming back. So we're gonna have to stay in cockpit mode. We were almost down. We were almost down to 400 feet. What? Oh. I was like, huh? Why is it trying to exit the aircraft? Okay, we got some landmarks coming up. We'll kind of gravitate towards them. This is crazy, bro. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. She's looking like she's just totally chill. She's like, yeah, let's go. Like, bro, I don't like this at all. I don't have confidence in my skills whatsoever to be in this. But you can see there's like dirt on the windshield. Oh, that's crazy. There's dirt on my wings that's accumulating. And like when I exit and then come back in, it'll be all clean. Like for a game to transcend into something that's so ridiculous. Like, brother, I don't think flat games even have any interest for me whatsoever anymore. Like cinematic mode is cool, but cinematic mode is a little disheveling. I just want to explore VR games for a while. Because this is absolutely crazy. Like we are in a cloud cover in a plane, getting mugged by clouds. It's crazy. I hope I didn't just kill everybody with that sneeze. But this is crazy. This is absolutely an experience. And I think if they would have... I don't know. I don't know how they do it. But I think the lenses kind of caused the focusing problems. I think if they figured out a way to just have the screen without the lenses, I think that would help a lot with VR. Because I see the chromatic aberrations, and that's lensing. That's the lenses. So, that being said, there might be companies that make better lenses for these. And bro, that would be insane. I think the lenses are the weak point, honestly. Honest review. I think if the lenses had a larger, sharp focus point, that would be insane. But then you just see that the graphics, you know, like I can see wiggly edges on the graphics, and I don't think that has anything to do with the lenses. I think that's the graphics. So... what I'm saying is it's only going to get so good no matter what you do. You might as well just leave it alone and enjoy it for what it is. What the hell? Why is it telling me to open the door? Okay, we're at about 1,500 feet. And there is some crazy cloud coverage that rolled in. Like, I went and tried to chase a cloud in the mountains, and then I came back out to the water, and it was covered in clouds. Irony? Nah. If we start seeing the ground, we gotta go up. So, and I don't know if I have any sort of ground sensing radar that tells me my actual height. I don't know. So that clock right there is an hour ahead. And I'm wondering if there's a way I can set that. Let's find out. Huh? No? No? Turned the door off anyways. Oh. There we go. I can see land through the cloud cover. There it is. That's insane. Ahoy, matey. There be land. So yeah, this cloud coverage is really hampering our trip here, but you know, all we can do is really just fly through it. Or we could land and weather it out, but there's not much to do when we land, so. And I'm gonna eat lunch while I'm at school. That's the beauty of Zoom meetings, is you can eat lunch while you're in Zoom meetings and listen to them blab. And yeah. Learn stuff while you're eating. Okay, we got a little bit of visual right here. Bro, I don't know how close I am to headbutting my TV or anything. This is absolutely insane. Controller's vibrating a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know if we're getting rain or what the deal is. We got some wind. I can feel the wind. Maybe that's what it is. Should we go over the land? We can see stuff. It deprived us, and now we can see. Oh my gosh. And we're also keeping our eye open for boats and other planes. We haven't seen much, but we had the names turned off the last time. This is absolutely crazy. Like the way that this just, I mean, I'm hoping that this is tracking what I'm doing with my head, because like we're definitely going on an African safari, and we're gonna go looking for animals. Because like, bro, look at this. Little island over there. So it's kind of getting to where I'm too close to this window. Feels like my seating position moved somewhat, but that's because I've been turning my head and whatnot. And the way that you fix that is you just hit the options button, and then it pauses, and then you unpause it. You're good. Still pretty close. I'm kind of a big guy for this plane, I'm realizing. And I do need to figure out how to see my actor. Alright, we can go back to this view. Because we know how high we are now. We can play. Let's play! I kind of make believe that it's like a zombie apocalypse type of thing, because, you know, there'd actually be more people walking around on the sidewalks and stuff like that, so I don't know. I think Rockstar and Microsoft should get together and work out the world. Like if they had GTA 5 World, oh my god. Or just GTA World. That would be insane. Gran Turismo World. Insane. Alright, we're going cliff diving. Here we go. Oh. See, it's like fall down here. You see that? So, we're actually going to be finishing this up, and there might be snow down here. You can hear the birds. That's cool. But yeah, it's fall in South America. So we're going to be seeing the leaves. Go down on the beach. Oh. Can we get closer without hitting the ground? Closer. Closer. Alright, we don't want to get much closer than that because it might get a little janky. People were saying that the trees will reach up and grab you sometimes, so I don't want to get too close. This is insane, though. In VR, I am so glad that the plane doesn't have the trails like it does in non-VR. The trails are gone. And they might have fixed that, or it just might not exist in VR. They had some sort of a motion blur or something when you got close to water and like river runs where there were like trails coming off of the plane. And no, it wasn't like the wind trails or anything like that. It was just some sort of graphical thing that you couldn't get rid of. And it seems like they fixed it. This is absolutely crazy, bro. Like, it's insane. The trees have a little bit of a shimmery effect to them. I'm not sure what's causing that. It's like when the horizon or water is behind the trees, they kind of sparkle a little bit. But I don't know. Like I was saying, this is the worst that it will ever be. That's just how games are nowadays, is like they're just getting better and better. And as people figure out how to use tools where they can create things quicker, which AI is going to create things super quick, as we've seen in music already. Like, music is swamped with AI. Swamped. I made 200 songs in a month. Swamped, bro. So if they can bring that over to video games, we have no idea how good games are going to be in the future. Games are about to just get insane. And people are going to say, oh, it's AI slop, blah. Like, bruh. Come play Microsoft Flight Simulator and tell me that it's AI slop. Go ahead. I dare you. You can say it, but that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't carry any weight. It's like, there's no way in hell somebody hand-planted all these trees. You know what I'm saying? Nobody hand-planted all these trees in this game. Oh No human planted all that shit. That would take a crew of about 1 million people, probably months, to populate the entire earth with trees. So, are they accurate to real life? No, they're not. Could they be? Yeah. I think that the better that people get at using AI, the better the results are going to be. Like, you can see there's a tree there that wasn't planted. And I think if the AI kind of interpreted the map a little bit better, instead of just saying, plant a bunch of trees here, plant a bunch of trees here according to what you see on the map right there. There were 4 or 5 trees right there. And you can clearly see that there's like green round spots on the map. And there's shadows that show where the trees are. And if AI could figure that out, it could do all that in minutes. You know? So this is like I said, this is the worst it's ever going to be. It's only getting better from here. And not only that, but as Microsoft makes improvements to the Bing servers and they get better at loading, as PlayStation Network makes improvements, it just gets better and better and better. And I think the bulk of the jankiness is my network. I know what network lag is. And I know the game isn't really lagging. It's the network. Because it's got to load all these trees off the network. But I think that there's a lot of potential for this game. Could be used as a backbone for like a paintball game. This game could be used as a backbone for a racing game. Grand Theft Auto World. Oh my god. That'd be so insane. You already have, you know, however many million people playing Grand Theft Auto. I don't even know how many people are playing, but I know that it gets viewership in the 300,000s often, which is nothing, honestly, for the amount of people that are playing the game. And Grand Theft Auto World, you'd have people taking over towns and like, this is my town, don't come to my town. And like quests, oh my god, there'd be so many quests. You'd have a whole world to explore. You know, for quests in Microsoft Flight Simulator are POIs. Look at that. Here's a airport. We just cruised on an airport. But POIs, if we can find some POIs, that'd be awesome. So this is just absolutely stunning. Like, it kind of hits the point of overload where it's like, oh my god, the whole world is in here. In 3 dimensions. Every single mile for mile, is in this game. Puente de Lobos. And like eventually, it wouldn't be far-fetched where these areas aren't just like a scanned area that's filled with AI shit. It could be a satellite imagery that's interpolated into 3 dimensions. Because the capture method will probably determine the end result. So as the capture methods get better and as your height maps get better, the end result of this game could theoretically get better. You know, so as they update the maps, And it has height height is inherent in the maps. That's how you're getting the mountains. That's how you're getting all that shit. Like you can see, there's buildings that some of them have been built by AI and some of them haven't. This is crazy, man. This is absolutely insane. And the future of this type of technology is just mind-boggling. We're not to the tip yet. Let's see. That's all the farther it goes. Dang. Okay, well, it's on the map. What just happened? What just happened? Why are we doing this? There we go. Okay. Oh no. Why? Why is it doing that? There we go. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it today. Well, this is insane, man. Absolutely crazy. Got another airport. Now that is not my type of airport, dude. No way. Got a couple people with houses down here. Come on, bro. What the hell is that? Is that the apartment building where all the farmers live? Uh-huh. I bet you it's some other type of shit. Like I was saying, there's no way you'd be coming into some of these areas without getting shot at. Like, in Minnesota, somebody was shooting at a fucking wildfire fighting plane. like, brother. Like, oh yeah, a wildfire fighting plane. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shoot at it. Now dude's going to prison. Federal crime. As he should be. Like, if you're gonna travel through life and be a dick to other people, you'll find that life doesn't want you around. And by life, I mean the law. It's gonna come after you. Like, that's a tree. You could see it was a pine tree. Clearly could see it. So, like, some of the AI trees, you know, they need a little work. But still, this is mind-boggling. Absolutely insane. Because in non-VR, this would just look like, you know, blah. But in VR, like, I can see each individual tree sticking up and going by in 3 dimensions. And so it just makes it that much more impressive. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know, it's super weird. Ooh, there's some rivers. Rivers. I'm like, I can clearly see all 3 dimensions in this game now. Like, if you got any questions about it, you just go over to the wingtip and you go like this. And look at it. Oh, tree's reaching up and grabbing me. This is absolutely insane. Yeah, I don't want to be fucking around down there. I almost crashed just now. There's a big river. Actually, it's cut off. What? What the hell? It was cut off. Look at that. It's not even a river. I don't know what's going on there. Super crazy. And we got about another half an hour to just chill. Saw some clouds. I haven't seen too many waves. I haven't seen a storm yet. I'm game. I think it's cool that you can go off the side of the plane like this. And you can kind of look to the right, and you can just do plane things while looking to the right. It's crazy. It's super crazy. What even is that? Trilco? Yeah. 3 buildings, that's Trilco. That's like the Nebraska National Forest. It's literally a T intersection with like 5 trees. That's Nebraska National Forest. It's gone. This is absolutely insane. VR in this game is insane. Like I was saying, it's the worst it's ever gonna be. It's only uphill from here. Or only, like, better from here. As they, like, get better capture methods for the maps. Laser scanning of the Earth from the satellites. Only gets better from here. And like, I see a future where, like, you'll be able to join the military and fly their drones from the comfort of your own home. Maybe do robot battle from the comfort of your own home. Yeah, it's definitely fall down here. There's a radio tower. Like I was saying, as ex-Navy, I mean, planes and boats, as far as anything is concerned, they're all considered vessels. And so the planes really traveling the earth really appealed to me, and tourism really appealed to me. But what really appeals to me is if they ever get boats in this game. If they ever get boats and we can go on some river tours with boats, oh my gosh, bro. I mean, right now we could do it with planes, you know, and we can do the river flying with planes, but that's a little bit more sportsy. I mean, like, I actually want to get in and do river tours with the boat and like feel like we're sitting in a boat, you know. And I don't think they have that yet on PlayStation. On PC, for sure, most definitely. But I think that they would also have to get more anacondas and stuff in the game too, like animals, fish. But come on, bro. We need whales and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen a whale yet, and I've been probably halfway around the world already, and I haven't seen a whale yet. And I've seen 3 different types of animals: sheep, cows, and horses, I think is what I've seen so far. And I think I did see a bird too, but it was like stuck in the trees, so it really wasn't an obvious bird. So it kind of comes across as like a zombie apocalypse type of game, which I have a couple games that could fill that in. Like we could land and switch over to the other game and do some zombie fighting. Like slowly but surely, we still probably have 5 hours until we hit the tip. But we're getting there. This has been our Tuesday thing. We've skipped a few Tuesdays, so I think we're at 12 or 13 weeks now of flying like this. Like, it's insane how huge South America is. I was impressed at how huge India is. India don't look that big on the map, but when I was flying it with a jet, it took me a couple hours to get down one side of it. It was insane. Never forget, I landed this plane inside Mount Fuji. You let me know when somebody in real life lands a Cessna 185 inside of Mount Fuji. I'll wait. That shit would be all over the news. And like, it took me a while. I died several times trying to do it, because the draft when you got up over the lip of the crater was insane. I was basically floating and trying to use my plane to down nose and get it to go forward, and up nose to get it to slow down. And then once you go into the crater, the wind goes away, so you're like not moving anymore and you just fall. So it took me a while to get within 10 feet of the ground so that I fell and plopped. It was awesome. Once I got it, it was awesome. Here's another river run. This is absolutely insane. Yeah, my Garmin, it crashed, and I don't know how to repair it, so I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't need that thing. We got some comms. Who cares? Nobody cares.
I wish they actually had an AM FM radio, which I think is right. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google some things, because if they got an AM FM radio in the cockpit, I would love to turn on the AM FM radio and listen to local radio stations right in the game. That'd be awesome. I don't think it works like that though. This is great. I mean, as far as sims go, if you're a sim player, this is insane. Like, are we flying? Yup. We're absolutely flying. Gets a little janky on the side over here for some reason. I don't know why. Doesn't like looking out the window here. That's so good. It's so good, man. Like, I can't even believe it. This is like insane. But I still prefer the outside view. I think the outside view just gives you that feeling that you're in the wide open nature. You can like turn and look this way and have the plane over there for a while. Like, I can hit my middle button, and for you it might blue the screen out, but for me the screen's still there, and I'm in my PlayStation options, and I'm still like looking at my plane flying. It's crazy. And look, it shows me over the water. That's absolutely not true. And I'm streaming and playing off the PlayStation directly right now. That's why I'm streaming at 720p. But that gave me an idea, is that I could stream 720p to YouTube off of the PlayStation directly, and then 720p to Twitch, and have music and stuff over there. And then, you know, YouTube will not have any music, and Twitch will have music. So people can make their own choice of where they want to hang out. And we'll hear the audio of Twitch of YouTube chat, and then Twitch chat I'll have to check in between, like, you know, take off the headset here and there and check it. I don't know. I've thought about it. I don't know. I might switch around and have maybe one Twitch day per game a week, and then one YouTube day per game a week, just to kind of switch it up. Because everybody's got YouTube. Everybody. And Twitch is going to be more gamers, and most of the viewers are Twitch streamers as well. So it kind of limits the demographics of actual viewers on Twitch. But if you switch back and forth, then that incentivizes viewers from YouTube to come over to Twitch, which feeds the community, which is good for streamers on Twitch. But I think dedicating yourself to one platform or the other, you know, Twitch definitely had some good things going on early. YouTube also had some things going on for it as well. I think YouTube is a long-term growth platform, and Twitch is, you know, how to meet other gamers and other streamers and co-stream and build a community of streamers. So it's two different things, and I've experienced both about 5 years, 6 years apiece. So if you're looking to build a community of people who game and stream, Twitch is going to be the place. If you're looking to build a community of viewers and how-tubers, YouTube is the place for sure. Hey, look at that. What's that? Is that a little racetrack? That's cool. It's pretty crazy. The sun's kind of hazed over. They didn't make the sun too sparkly, which is good. The reflection is pretty sparkly. Oh, we got a major river coming up here. And we should have gotten out the notebook and taken notes of where a lot of these rivers are and came back with my river running planes. Or when they release boats, grab a boat and go river boating. Because it's just a matter of time. Like, the marketplace is in the game, and I don't think you have to have a download to have stuff add to the marketplace. So the marketplace is working, and I think over the course of time we need to check back to marketplace and see, because when they release some sort of riverine boat or something, I'm definitely getting it. And I'll be really vested into getting at least a boat. Even a rubber raft, man. Let's go to the Colorado River and let's go rubber rafting. I don't care. It'd be super awesome. And like, there's mods that they have on PC, like the volcano mod that makes smoke come out of the volcanoes. They have the splashing waves mods. I don't know if they'll have those for PlayStation or not. Probably not. I'm just going to assume that they're not going to have them. But if and when they do, oh my. Like I said, this is a very nice platform to start with, and it's the worst that it's ever going to be right now. It's only getting better as they update the big maps and update the way they put the trees and the buildings in the game. You know, they're always improving stuff. I'm like, this is insane. It's going to be really hard to play games that aren't VR after playing Gran Turismo and Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm going to go through my library of games, because some of those also had VR functionality, and I'm going to check them out. I mean, I've got the equipment now. Why not? We flew past the mouth of that river. That's insane. Absolutely insane. How three-dimensional this is. Uh-oh. See, when you turn around with the viewfinder, it kind of hiccups because it had to reload all the trees and stuff. So that's some of the stuff you got to watch out for when you're playing. It breaks immersion pretty well if you do that. Look at these nice little towns. Move the plane up and out of the way and you can just look down. Super crazy. What's this on the beach over here? Is that a tree? Just random tree on the beach. That's that AI shit, man. Context. AI does not understand context. Maybe someday, but not this day. Oh, That's so crazy. I don't even want to think about a golf game in VR. Because it'd be awesome. It'd be so chill. Thought I saw a bird for a second. We're in a post-apocalyptic world where the hantavirus, or whatever the fuck it is this year, has wiped everybody out. No humans to be found. We can hear birds, so there's hope. And we search, and we search, and we search for signs of humanity. I think this game would be awesome as a zombie apocalypse type of game. Add hunger, add thirst, add the poop and pee meter, and like now you gotta land and you gotta take a piss every once in a while. You gotta go hunting for food. Bro, I think this game would translate into that. Like just a world exploration survival game. You gotta know how to make your own ethanol. Get the plane back up in the air so that you can safely travel without getting attacked by zombies. And when you land, oh yeah, when you land, it's toxic commandos all over again. Got a little farmland. There's hope. There's got to be humanity here if stuff is still in squares, right? Well, with the zombie survival type of game in this environment, they could have like a little note that starts you off that sends you to like a GPS coordinate that you have to fly to. And of course, you have to make the fuel. You have to have the food, you have to have the water and everything to make it there, and that would be your plot line in the game like that. And it'd be insane. You'd have to, you know, search for signs of survivors at certain GPS coordinates outside of San Diego. So you'd fuel up your plane in Nebraska, and fly over to San Diego, find a place to land, fight your way into the GPS location inside of a building somewhere, you know, have a little storyline where you're talking with the survivors. They could definitely have a zombie survival game inside of this game. They added fishing. I'm sure they could add hunting. I'm sure that there could be a mod that has hunger and thirst meters and poop and pee meters. That'd be awesome. Alright, where are we at now? Okay, we got about 10 minutes left, so we're gonna have to pick a spot. We're gonna have to hunker down, and we're gonna have to go to school here in like 10 minutes. Alarm's gonna be going off anytime. There's the alarm. So we are going to put down our rudders. We're going to fly over this direction a little more. Let's go ahead and turn that off quick. Alright. Yeah, we got 10 minutes to get to school. Alright, this is crazy. I can't wait to see some other VR games. Maybe we'll bust up another VR game when I get back on. Because I know I got some VR games in my catalog because I was collecting games for free with PlayStation Plus I've been doing it for years. Just putting them in my library. So I'm sure there's some VR games. And now I can see where the water is. because of the shadow. And like, the water looks fucking amazing. You can see it's starting to smoke. Like I'm kicking up a mist. All right, we're gonna start gliding in. We'll start gliding in. We're gonna put the flaps out because we don't want to hit the water at that speed. Okay, the flaps just made a little tinking noise. We don't want to hit the water that hard. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh my god. That's butter, bro. Absolute butter. So good. Now we're gonna skate our way over here. But we don't want to get so fast that we take back off again. It's like the fastest boat ever. Oh, that bouncing is fucking ridiculous. That camera bounce is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, that bouncing is not great. We landed a little too early. All right, push them in. No, 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 no. 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 There we go. That was a little rough, but that's because I was kind of pushing it. We're just gonna go into the beach here. Kuranipa? Kuranipa? I don't know what this place is supposed to be called, but we're gonna ram up on the beach here. Kuranipa. See how my shit's all wet? My boots are all muddy. That's cool that it turns your guy when you turn your head. That's so cool. He needs to run a little bit heftier. Look at this town, man. It's cool. There's a lot of stuff down here you can see. I don't know what it is. But on the beach, there's like a shadowy texture of some sort. We could have parked right here, too. This is super cool, man. So Kuranichi. That's the name of the town. Kuranichi. So we'll put that at the end of the stream. Thanks for joining me, everybody. We are going to call it for now. I'll be back on a little later. Probably some other VR game. I don't know what. But I know Skyrim's in VR, and if any time was a good time to play Skyrim, it would be in VR. So we'll see. Thanks for joining, and we out.